Bonati Spine Institute patient Rickey Ormond is a hardworking family man who enjoys an active lifestyle.
My hobby is still playing basketball at the age of 57, going to the gym, getting on the treadmill, doing some weights, every now and then going to the park and jogging. I'm a limo driver, so I lift luggage and I'm in and out of a car. So it's very important that I have a good back.
But when helping a neighbor with some yard work, he could immediately tell something was wrong.
My pain started Christmas Eve 2005. And my neighbor across the street, he was always helping me do things around the house because I'm not a handyman at all, I'm awful. He was shoveling some rocks across the street and I felt sorry for him. So I went across the street to help him shovel some rocks. And maybe 5 minutes into shoveling some rocks, I was bending down shoveling and I felt something popping. I had to go in the house, immediately lay on the bed, and I was in pain. And I've been off and on in pain ever since.
Rickey's pain was centralized to his lumbar spine.
It was in my lower back, and it was just a pain. It's really kind of hard to describe, very uncomfortable, changed my whole life. It's right in the lower, about the lowest part of my back. And it just stopped me from doing everything I wanted to do, especially all the things I've always liked to do, like playing sports and working out. I've been playing sports all my life. And without my back, I couldn't do none of those things. And there were times I would think that my back was okay. I'd go to the gym and then I would probably start get on a treadmill or something. I'd feel okay that day, but the next morning, it was right back there.
He would only consider surgery as a last resort, so he attempted multiple conservative treatments to alleviate his pain.
I had physical therapy, active wellness, active life. I had epidural shots, steroid shots, somas, lower tabs. I did everything, and none of them worked at all. I mean, none of them worked.
After 11 years of escalating pain, Rickey knew that he could no longer live in such a state. And when seeing an advertisement on television, he decided to take action.
The only doctor or commercial I've seen was Dr. Bonati and Spine Institute. And I called them and I sent them my MRI. Maybe a week later, they called me back. And when Dr. Bonati, I seen the number on caller ID from Florida. I just didn't think it was gonna be him. I thought it was gonna be one of his secretaries or something like that, but it was him. He told me that they can definitely do it. And I said, Dr. Bonati, I wanted you to just be honest with me, and not trying to sell me. I said, you think you can really fix me? And he said, without a doubt. The way he said it sounded like he wasn't just trying to get over, he wasn't just trying to, make money or make me just another patient. It really kind of seemed like he was the kind of guy that really knows he can fix you. And I really truly believe he tells everybody the same thing he told me. Because I really believe, and I felt that Bonati Institute, if they couldn't do it, I don't think they would have. I really felt that they wouldn't have said what they said.
Following his conversation with Dr. Bonati, he was connected with the Bonati Spine Institute Las Vegas facility and had a consultation with neurosurgeon Dr. Bruce Moffett.
I spoke to Liz and she was so cool. And she wanted me to come in and get a consultation, bring my x-rays so Dr. Moffett can go over them with me. He showed me the MRI on a screen. He was pointing out every single thing that what he was gonna do and what was the reason why this was hurting, the reason why that was hurting, the reason why this was pinching, the reason why I was having the spasms and stuff like that. It showed me every single thing that what was pinching my nerve, what was bulging, everything that was on that image, he pointed it out to me. He didn't just tell me what he thought. I had a bulging 4 or 5, and I think there was something pinching my S1. Dr. Moffett said he sanded or smoothed something out. I can't remember exactly what he said, but you know how doctors talk, And he told me if I hadn't, I can go back to work in like 3 days. But I told him I live luggage, and he told me to take a little bit more time off. And that's what I did. But about 4 or 5 days later, I didn't really feel anything in my back.
Due to the precise nature of the patented Bonati spine procedures, Rickey had a similar experience to the tens of thousands of patients who have gone before him. Pain relief immediately after his procedure.
I think the nurse name was John, so he took me in the back, and I had to change into the gown. You know, they did the things they have to do, like get me ready for the anesthesia, that's what it's called. Get me ready for that. Then they took me in the back and put me on the bed and told me to lay on my stomach. You know what, actually, this is the honest to God truth. And was recovering, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel no soreness or nothing. Now, when I got home, I just felt the soreness of the incision. And that's the only thing I really feel is just a little bit of the soreness of the incision. But as far as my back, so far so good. I don't really want to say so far, I'm just gonna say it's good. The pain that I was suffering is gone. This is one of the reasons why it was something about Bonati and Spine Institute. Most of the people that I know that has had surgery, they had to be out 6 months. When Dr. Bonati said on the commercial, when the commercial came out and they say you're only gonna have a 1-inch incision and your recovery time is almost like going home the same day. When I saw that, it was just like, you know, this is something that, this is the place this is gonna be the one who performed my surgery.
Now that Rickey has returned to feeling like he did before his 2005 incident, he's assuring his coworkers they too can get help for their pain.
I feel good.
Well, the number one thing is in the bed at night. It was hard to, you know, when I turn over at night, it would hurt, you know. And when I sleep a certain way, it would just be this little ache, you know. But now, when I turn over at night, I can turn over with confidence. I'm getting in and out of the limo with confidence. Even though I'm careful, it's almost like I'm doing the things, everything that I was doing before I had the pain. I just haven't went to the gym yet. In the department I work in, there's like 50-some people. And probably 25 of them been having back problems for years. And they were really kind of waiting on me to come back to let me know how this surgery, how effective it was and how did it work and how do I feel. And if you have something wrong with your back, call Bonati and Spine Institute. That's what I've been telling the guys in my department. You gotta at least go get consultation. I gave all of them the number and they're all like, I gotta try this, I'm tired of being in pain. So I told them, you know, you gotta at least go get consultation. I guarantee you'll be satisfied.